everybody, Tanner McIntyre here. I'm sure you've all probably heard of Aldo and the Squirrels. And if you haven't, then today I'm going to take you on a little adventure about the trials of 90s music sensation Aldo and the Squirrels. You might find them today on a corner, or you might find them in a casino spending their last dollar on craps. But at one time they were the biggest music stars in the business, and I'm going to tell you their story. Before you can fully understand Aldo and the Squirrels, you have to know their origin, where they were discovered, where they came from. Well, little people know that they were discovered by a hippie who was on LSD at the time. We're going to sit down with him and discuss what it was like. So, hippie, tell me a little bit about the day you found Aldo and the Squirrels.
Yeah, that's me, man. I was high on LSD at the time. My first reaction was, oh man, there's some squirrels up in a tree. And my second reaction was, man, this is some good shit. So I invited him back to my place. We hit it off. Then the next morning I woke up and they were still there. My final reaction was, I got ripped off. That wasn't good shit. Those squirrels were ripped.
Very interesting, kid. Thank you. As you can see, it was sheer luck that the squirrels were ever found in the first place. Here with record producer Will I'm Not. I'm going to ask him a couple questions about the squirrels. Okay, first question. Boom. Were you nervous about giving the squirrels a record contract? I mean, they are squirrels.
Nah, because from Where the Hose At and Jolly Nice, I mean, they're awesome, right?
Two of their top hit singles, Where the Hose At and Jolly Nice. Very interesting. Let's take a look at those singles.
Sunday, Monday, jolly nights. Tuesday, Wednesday, jolly nights. Thursday, Friday, jolly nights. Saturday night, pumping all night with you. My friends and me, sitting in a tree, happily sitting glee. Turn to my man to the right to Cleo, and I say, where the Yo, man, I told you, I don't know where they at. That's Brian and Lonnie. You wanna know where the hoes at? Let me tell you about this little broad I know down on a tree in a willow on North End. Yeah, once, twice, 3 times she slayed.
Alright, well, I'm not. With 2 chart-topping singles and a platinum album, it seemed like Aldo and the Squirrels were on top of the world. Why don't you tell us where it went wrong?
When Ryman Lyman died.
7:30 a.m., January 14th, 1999. Ryman Lyman was gunned down while foraging for some breakfast for him and his help. We're about to show you dramatic crime scene photos of the event. It wasn't long before the death of Ryman Lyman started taking effect on the remaining band members. 2 weeks after the event, Cleodor was arrested outside a club for public indecency. He was seen without any pants. We sit down with him now in a rare interview to discuss what he does with his life now. It took us a while to find him, scouring high and low, multiple places. We'd got word that he was living in some garage now, where he spends most of his time. We found him, and he agreed to do the interview. You were arrested for not wearing pants. Care to explain what drove you to go out in public without any?
At the time, I was heavily doing sugar. And, well, I think the fault falls on the government and their bullshit. Because they're always putting these animals on TV without any pants and just a shirt. So I thought I could fly it like that. But it didn't, man. And I got arrested for public indecency and lewdness. But I'm better now. I'm only doing sugar twice a day. And, I'm really working hard now trying to get my GED. And I'm hoping everything will work out for me.
We followed him around a little bit more that day, looking around to see what he does with his free time. What we saw was just plain depressing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry you had to see that display. It's really a shame what happened to Cleodor. Today we sit down with Aldo of Aldo and the Squirrels. We're going to get down to it today, and we're going to ask him how he feels about Cleodor and what he's doing with his life now. That Aldo and the Squirrels are no longer a group.
Thank you for that introduction there, Tanner. I feel really bad about Cleodor. He was a good boy. Just got into some wrong stuff, started doing that sugar, and it started just bringing him right down here. It started eating him up from the inside out. I mean, I party every now and then, but he just takes it way too far. That footage you showed me was ridiculous. And you ask me how I'm doing now, after the death of Ryman
ever miss being in the show biz?
Sure, I miss it some. It's kind of depressing to think about sometimes. We were on top of the world. It was ours. We had 2 top hit singles. I don't know if any of y'all knew though, but I've launched my own solo career, and I've got a video to show you all. Here's my new single, performing it with Will and Not. He will be helping me here today, and you will see that I am the next big hit, and I will be back on top. Gosh dang, I need a hoe, and I can't find one. Could you maybe help me sell this gold, so I can buy a prostitute, and I would be indebted to you. Gosh dang, I need a hoe, I need someone to help me find one. How I wish Lyman were here. Oh Cleodo, stop eating sugar. It's taking your life down the drain.
Y'all heard it here first. Aldo's new single. It's a very good tribute to his friends and his pals, and I hope it works out well for him. Well, that's it, folks. You've seen it all. You've seen their upbringing. You've seen their fall. And hopefully they will be able to rise again. I'd like to dedicate this to Ryman Lyman. May he rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, Tanner McIntyre here. I'm sad to report that before this could be released, our good friend Cleodor was killed. Gosh dang, I need a hoe. I need someone to help me find one. How I wish Lyman were here. Oh Cleodor, stop eating sugar. It's taking your life down the